Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn how to calculate factorial of a number using Unix shell script. Okay. So before go to the program, let us understand the logic behind it. Suppose I am taking a number like 5. Okay. Then to perform the factorial of a number of this number, what we need to do? We need to simply decrease the value, like I decrease the value 1, it will become 4, and multiply it, and again decrease the value and multiply, here 3, and again decrease the value 2 and multiply, and again decrease the value and multiply. You can decrease the value until the number become 1. Okay, if it becomes, here I suppose I write 0, then what happen? If the number is multiplied with 0, then it will become 0, so the factorial will not perform. Okay, so I'll simply erase this and then okay. So what is the result? Then here simply we calculate this equation and we get the result of the factorial. Okay, suppose I calculate it into the calculator. Better. So here 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so see the result is here 120. Okay, so simply write this into the notepad. 120, sorry, 120. Okay, it is simply, all factorial program is simply based on this logic. Okay, if you calculate the factorial of 7, then what we need to do? We need to do 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so for calculate this into the program, what we need a simply a loop. You can choose while or for loop, it's your choice. I am here choosing the while loop. Okay, so loop starts from where? The loop starts from the number. Okay, or you can calculate backward, as you can start the loop 1 from 5. Okay, then the calculate, or then what will be calculate? Then the calculation will be, suppose I am taking this 5, then if you calculate from the backside direction, then you need to do 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Okay, so simply calculate this, then the loop will execute until the number increases of the calculating number factor. So for writing this program, we will go to the terminal. So simply we are in the Ubuntu terminal. Here I am using Ubuntu terminal. You can use Cygwin or Kali Linux, it's your choice, and Unix also if you got it. Okay, then first we need to create a file for store the program. So for creating shell script file, you need simply run this command on the terminal, like vi and then the file name. Suppose I am taking here factorial, and then you can give the extension or not, it's your choice. Suppose I am here, the shell script syntax is .sh. You can't give also, because the all files of the Unix operating system has no syntax. Okay, then I will hit enter, and you can see here the editor or VI editor is opened on the terminal. Okay, here what I do, I simply save this file with escape colon and wq command. Okay, and escape from the VI editor and go to the desktop, and here I save the factorial.sh. You will see here the factorial.sh file, and we simply open this. Open. Then what we need to do, we need to print a string. What we print, see this, each equal entr a enumerator equal for is a the factorial. Okay, and cute is done. By this program, if we denote this as a program, then it will be print enter a number for check the factorial on the terminal screen. Let's save and see what will the output. Okay, for execute the program, what we need to do, we need to write factorial dot sh. Okay, and hit the enter. Okay, you can see here it is printing enter a number for check the factorial, and the program is executed. Okay, because here I don't like any logic for checking the factorial or give the input or taking the input from the terminal. And then okay, and now we again go to the text editor and read a number. So for reading from the terminal a number, then what we need to do, we need to write read in un. Here in this case, what will we do, here the terminal wait for your input command. Okay, so and see this. All right, first save this, Ctrl S, and go to the terminal. Okay, now again run this code factorial.sh, and here see, here the cursor is blinking, and here we need to enter any number. Okay, suppose I am taking 10. Here the terminal is waiting for your input, and when you gives the input, again please hit enter. If hit enter then the code is executed. Okay, because here I don't write any code for performing the factorial. So let's go to the text editor and write the code. Here we initialize a variable fact equals to 1, fact is equal to 1, and then we take a variable and initialize this variable by the value of n. Okay, and then we simply write a while loop. So what we say, we say the loop starts from the number, or you can starts from 1, it's your choice. Then suppose I am here, the loop starts from the number. Okay, while suppose value of num greater than equal to 1. Okay, 1. Then what we do, we simply do fact is equals to x here value of t into value of n. Behind the loop, what will be execute? The value of num. The value of num is, suppose we take 5, then it will multiply with the value of fact. What is the value of fact? You can simply see this here. The value of fact is 1. So if I magnify this, then you will see here. See, the value of fact is 1. Then what will we execute? Here it multiplies the num with 1. Suppose we have 5 into 1, and the exp comments for the arithmetic operation, you know that, or I say it in the previous video. If you don't see the previous video, then you can check my channel. Okay, so here fact into num equals to, suppose I am taking the num is 5, then it is into 1. 5 into 1, what is the 5? Then the value of the fact is overwrite to 1, and it stores, it takes the value 5. Okay, it holds the value 5, the variable, now fact. Okay, after doing this, what we need to do? We need decrease the value of num. Okay, so simply what we need to do in the C programming, we decreasing or increasing the value, we use plus plus or minus minus, increment decrement operator. So here in the shell script there is no increment or decrement operator, so it will be performed through simple arithmetic operation like this. Num is equals to ex here for performing the calculation, simple arithmetic calculation, and value of num minus 1. Then what we'll do here, in this case the number is become 4. Here the number is 5, and here the number decreases 4 and takes, and the num, the variable, takes the value of 4. Okay, and then we simply done the loop. Here simultaneously executes the loop 4 or 5 times until the value greater than or equal to 1. If the value decrease less than 1 after going rounding the loop, if the value decrease into 0, then simply the condition is unsatisfied. Okay, then it will echo the calculation result. Then simply get the result from factorial of value of n. Here we simply take the value of num into n variable. So here we will print the n. N is the value of the factorial which we are doing to perform. Okay, then is the result we will print, and that is value of FACT. Okay, and then we simply terminate the queue, and then save, and let's go to the terminal and run it. Okay, factorial.sh, suppose I'm taking 5, and you can see this, the result is here. The factorial of 5 is 120. So let us understand this program by the dry run. We have to go to the factorial.sh file, and here it simply print echo to check the factorial, and then it read a number, and we simply initialize fact equals to 1, and then the number which will input the factorial performing, then the number is simply initialized into a third variable, that is n. Okay, after that we will simply execute a loop. What is the number greater than equal to 1? Suppose we are taking the number is, here we take the number is 5, then what will be execute? Here the number greater than equal to 1. Suppose we are taking the number is 5. Here, wait, here is number we have taken, the number is 5. Then what will the number greater than 1? Yes, the condition is satisfied. Then what we need to do? The fact is equal to ex here value of fact into num. The value of fact here in the fact variable, the fact variable initialized with 1. So 5 into 1. Then it will store 5 in the fact variable. Okay, it will overwrite. Then what will execute? Num minus 1. So the value of num is now 5. Okay, when num is 5. Okay, then it is simply decrease the value on 5 minus 1. It's calculate the performance. So what is the 5 minus 1? The 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, then what? Then simply the control will go to the while loop, and then again it check the condition, num greater than equal to 1. Is condition true? Yes, this is the condition is true. Okay, the condition is true. Then now here in the fact variable, what is it takes the value 5, and then we simply calculate 5 into 4. Okay, after calculating the 5 into 4, then what we'll do, and stores the value 5 into 4 equals to 20, and store 20 into the fact 20. Okay, you will understand it. So after calculating it, then what is done? Then we simply decrease the value 4 minus 1 here, and stores the value into the num variable. So 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Then again the control will go to the loop and check the condition. The condition is satisfied, and 20 into 3 it will calculate in by this formula. You can say the instruction. Okay, so what will it stores into the fact? It stores into the fact 2 into 3 or 20 into 3 equals to 60. Okay, it will stores the value 60. So after 60, it then again the control will go to the next slide, and here is decrease the value. Here the value of the num is 3, and here decrease the value is 2. Okay, after that it will simply calculate 60 into 2. What will the it gives output? 120. Okay, it gives 60 into 2 equals to 120, and then again the value is being decreased, then that value of num is decreased, and it's done 1, and again the loop is checked. What? The num value of num greater than or equal to 1. Here it is not greater than, it is equal to 1. So condition is satisfied, and then the control will go to the next line and here executes this fact into num. Okay, here the fact into fact is 120 and 120 into 120 equals to 1. Then again the control will go to the next line and number, the value of number is decreased by, then the value of num was 1, then it will be 0. Okay, then again control will go to the loop. Here it checks the number greater than or equal to 1. No, the condition is unsatisfied, or you can say the condition is not match, not true. Then it will not execute the underside of the loop. It will simply echo the factorial of value of n. What is the value of n? You can simply initialize the num by value of num by n at the first, then it is print the value which we are calculating the factorial. Suppose we are taking 5, then it is show the 5. Okay, 5 and is fact is equal to the factorial of the number. The answer is 120. You can see this here. Okay, it will print the 120. Okay, and here in the terminal you can say the factorial is 120. I am seeing you the program one more time. If you take it a screenshot or anything like this, here you can see the whole program, and if you are interested to take the screenshot, you can do it. Okay, so here in this video we will learn how to calculate a factorial. If you interested in the loop from the backward side, like 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 like this, then you can simply initialize, simply get inverse of this condition, like 1 less than equal to now. Okay, and then you can execute this code. All right, okay, and this will be the same output as my logic. Okay, if you like this video, then share with your friends, and interested students may subscribe my channel. Okay.